What is up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete. Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related that tickles your fancy. Hit that subscribe button, sit back, and you just, whoa, enjoy this here on video. Alright guys, on today's video, you probably can tell by the thumbnail, we are doing some, there we go, some potting, and actually this is my first Q&A. A lot of you guys did comment back on the post off of Instagram, and then a lot of you who don't have social media shot me some emails, which are okay as well. But yeah, as you see, I did go ahead and kind of sort of start it before I turned on the camera. But the only thing I was doing with her is just up potting her a little bit more. She could have stayed in her original pot, but that was a lot of soil. That was a lot of soil. Hopefully everything compacts and correctly. But yeah, we're doing our first Q&A, you guys. Sorry I'm not in the camera. I had already set it up prior, and I wanted to go ahead and get started because I really don't want to spend most of my time here potting. But what we're potting up potting up and going over are the plants that we got from my birthday haul. Luckily today is a kind of it's strange, you guys. The weather, let's keep working. The weather is strange. I have a ladybug on me. Okay, we'll go. The weather is strange. It's actually fairly cool today. Like we're talking 60s. Strange, right? But I mean, it did warm up a little bit, so it's probably about 70 something. It says 75 in here, so more than likely it's about 72, 73 outside. But here she is. This is she. Still looks freaking wonderful though, right? Don't know what's going on with these leaves. All of a freaking sudden, they're curling. Well, maybe, oh, okay, never mind. The light, it's the light. They sit down in the bottom. You know, they sit in the corner over here. Let's lock this in because I'm pretty sure once I start turning and moving, it's going to want to start acting crazy on us. Alright, so let's get her back down in here. And I also need to water. She definitely didn't need any watering, but I do need to water. I might need to put a little stake or something right there. I don't know. Can you see her? Yeah, somewhat. I don't know. Maybe in that corner somewhere. I don't know, guys. But anywho, let's get this down. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into the question. The first question, if I remember, let's start off of Instagram. Alright, first question. How did I get into plants? Alright, so let's go to the whle next. Whoa. How did I get into plants, you guys? I started plants. My first plant, let's see, can I go back? Alright, so I went to a magnet school in elementary. They had a nature center. I'm trying to go back as far as I can. I do know that I started plants at a young age. Started growing plants at a young age, simply because we didn't have any type of electronics like we have now. I mean, we had electronics, but we're talking like first PlayStation era, maybe PlayStation 2 era, first Xbox era, Sega era. You know, really didn't have much, and you really had to have the coin to get those type of games. But I do remember the first plant that I actually grew. It's a plant. It's probably everyone's first plant, which was why am I fixing to say whle? Probably because I'm looking at it. A sweet potato. I grew the crap out of that sweet potato, you know, and then I kind of sort of graduated to they renamed it, you guys. It's the split fingers, the tomatophyllum. I'm still just struggling trying to take this off so I can at least, there we go, get into the hold it right. But it was a tomatophyllum. It was my great grandmother. She was growing it out. It was actually an outdoor plant. She just kept it out on the, what is that thing called? The railing, the banister thing. Yeah, that thing. Sorry if you can have a dog, and I just look at the freaking camera. Next question. How did I start collecting plants? That is like, why are these questions like hard? Why did I start collecting plants? Hoyer's gonna go down in here. It's probably washed out, so hopefully it's not messing with you guys. How did I get into? Why did I put that back? Okay. Guys, this is like so hard. How did I start collecting plants? All right. So before I answer that, this is my regular potting soil. I just added a little bit more mulch in it. Now this is more retaining soil compared to my aeroid mix. It's a Hoyer, so I really don't necessarily want it to be dry, just because of the environment, you guys. She can handle dry, but I prefer her to stay moist and continue to do her growing thing, and also, you know, more roots and all this other goodness stuff. But back to the question, how did I start it? I don't know, you guys, but what was my first plant? I don't know. Let's just say, I think when the pandemic hit, that's when I actually started collecting. A little bit prior, before the pandemic, I do know that let's take that back. We're doing this thing where I'm gonna edit a lot of this out, you guys, because I do a lot of talking. It's probably the same answer, you guys. Again, let's try this again. How did you start collecting plants, and were you always a plant parent? It started with that sweet potato. And again, like I said, I started collecting plants maybe a little bit before the pandemic, so I would say within that random number, no more than 10, less than 5 in that area. Let's get her out, because again, I have this thing where, you know, I like to, okay. Now see, just by that, she definitely could have stayed in this here pot for a lot longer. I can't. That is going to drain my drainage. Those green pots are just the most. Luckily, this here stuff stays together until you go messing with it. Let's see, can we get it down on the soil? Alright, so I have to come out just a little bit more, you guys. Let's get this up. We'll put you on my lap. I wasn't really interested into the plant aspect, but if we're talking about nature and just being outside, I can tell you that definitely played a part in it. Even to this day, like at someone's house, or even I go down to my mother's house, there's like a creek that runs in the back. I will walk the creek and look for different animals, different species, and just see what's growing around in the area. Then as I got older, and like I said, started getting into more of the, there we go. The more the collection, that's perfect. Collection of the plants. Then I started, as I went out looking and seeing more plants and things of that such growing. So technically I wasn't always into plants. It kind of grew on me, especially, you know, once I was introduced to that sweet potato. And I was like, I'm actually growing some things in that aspect. I'm doing that talking thing again. Let's feel her real quick. So, yeah, to answer your question, no, I wasn't always a planty person. It kind of just grew on me after that there sweet potato. Okay, well, this is a lot of soil. All right, guys, next question. How many house plants do you own? I honestly do not know. I do not know. Anytime you will hear me, I will probably say like 100 or over 100. Or I'll say, to be honest with you, I really don't know, because I honestly don't know. I stopped counting my house plant number. Let's say after 100, it was like it's completely lost at this here point. And even with me getting rid of some plants, you guys, that makes it worse, because this haul that you just seen, that we just did, makes all that a lot worse, because I honestly don't know. We just brought in what, about 20, 25 ish plants, and guess how many I got rid of? Not good, but we definitely have to figure out some things once I finish this here repot. I have been getting things together, you guys, in here in the grow space, if you are wondering. But yeah, back to the question. I honestly do not know. One day I probably can count, or whenever I get around into my houseplant tour, you guys can help me with the count of the plants, because honestly, she is gorgeous. Aside from this here blinding pot, she is freaking gorgeous. But you guys probably can help me out once I get my houseplant tour done, which again, I haven't did one in like what, a year or so. It just takes, I don't know, I like to have things in order, which is, I'm learning impossible dealing with plants in a grow space. I don't say dealing with plants, but inside of a grow space. I mean, I know you can't keep it clean or nothing, but yeah, you know. Next question. What is the one plant you have the most trouble growing? Sheesh. Okay, let me think about that, because a lot of things have changed. That's kind of a hard question. A lot of things have changed, and I don't want to say I don't have it in me to try again. Or it could just be, whoa, pulling for, or it could just be, okay, I get it. Let's just move you out of our way. But yeah, guys, I haven't, honestly, the one plant during my, it's not a phase. During the time I started collecting plants, I always wanted a, what are those things called? Venus flytraps. Those are one of the plants I just kept buying and kept buying and kept buying and kept buying, and I just stopped. Not saying that that's too many kept buyings, but I did stop after maybe about 4 to 5 of them, and I just called it, you know, well, I learned, again, during my time, what is this? Oh, the acorn. During my time of actually learning how to grow plants, that, you know, some people just can't grow certain plants, and it is okay. I learned that quick, and then I just stopped. I'm actually massaging, if you're seeing me squeezing the pot. It helps get the air pockets out, and it also helps loosen the soil around said roots, or said plant rather. Sorry if you can hear the dog, but it helps loosen the roots, and it helps the soil and things mesh a lot better, because sometimes you can water and just stick it down in the water and cover the dirt, and then something happens, or you want to replace it, and once you pull it out, it's still in that same soil, locked in a little ball. So instead of me digging it out, which what I usually would do, not with the Hoya though, I usually use my little rake and rake away some of the soil and then add fresh soil around it, so it secures itself a lot better, you guys. That is all we're doing. Nothing special. But yeah, you guys, I haven't I haven't went back and tried to grow a Venus flytrap. Now I have tried to grow I did grow some fairly easy. I mean, they definitely need their light. I used rainwater when I did water her. This was way before my boiling of the water's time. Now, if I do come across, I was hoping on this trip I would come across a good monkey cup, but I didn't see one. So, you know, I didn't bother. And I don't see them in stores. That one monkey cup, you guys, that I did have, it came from Johnson's as well. Long time ago, and life got a hold to it, unfortunately, but it happens. Next question. What is your favorite plant in your collection? Whoa, okay. All right, that's kind of hard. That is not, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now I say that because I have my favorite, but my favorite right now is rejuvenating, so she's not like at her highest point or at her best potential at this here point, but I guess that shouldn't, I mean, we're gonna go with my, not philodendron, we're just gonna go with, I got some new things, let me think. Yeah, there's no hesitation there. We're gonna go with my black Bamaranta. I just cannot, you know, not have my black Bamaranta. Even though my silver band girl is still, you know, you guys, how long have we spent like 20 minutes on this thing? Black Bam Maranta. Alright guys, so now we're through with her. You definitely can see the front from the back. She's gonna go to the Hoya section rather. There we go. To the Hoya section over there. So I definitely have to, whoa, washed out. Definitely have to make some space for her. She just looks freaking wonderful. And then once I get through recording, I'm gonna pokey stick her around and then fill it in with some more soil. Alright, next plant. Let's go ahead and get this here. I know I had some, okay. This McDowell, you guys. We're gonna do her next. Shout out to my girl Jasmine Lowe, you guys. She's the one that sent me to the dollar store. Like, these things come in handy. And then again, what I do love about these things, I use them for my crawlers. They have the, you know, where you can stick it right next to the next one and it can do that. But we haven't even got that far yet. So I'm not even going to even talk about the add-on that goes. All right, but we're going to do the same thing as the rest of them. I don't know if this leaf here is stuck or not, but I always do this and I just should not. Why are you doing it? And I'm still unfolding it. Yeah, this is the McDowell. You guys definitely been around, not around. Well, yeah, you definitely been around to know what's the issue I have with the crawlers. I don't know what I'm doing, but I did it, and I'm checking these here out, you guys. I put some nematodes in here, and I have to make sure what I'm looking at are nematodes and not thrips, even though they are killing the pest on here. You just want to make sure, yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you guys, but they are crawling on here, which is why you will see the vermiculite there. I think, yeah, you should see that video before this one because I added the nematodes in there with the pone update. But yeah, this is she, this is her, this is she. All right, so what we're going to do, someone is trying to cut their grass, unfortunately, while I am recording, so hopefully it's not too loud, not as loud as this is going to be. Alright, so put in a nice layer of pone. I probably should have just used the rest of that, shouldn't I? Yeah, pone at the bottom. We're going to get our plant baby. What I'm going to do, you guys, is take these here bottom leaves off. I just really hope the audio is not horrible because I'm going to scream. Yeah, do I put it this way? Okay, they're all facing. I'm trying to put them all the same way. Even though the leaves are facing the wrong way, well, the new leaf came out the wrong way because anyway, somebody probably turned it. But Philodendron McDowell, we're going to get in. Let's check these here roots. Oh, let's question. What plant would you not buy again? Oh, nice roots, you guys. What plant would I not buy again? I honestly do not know. Let me put a little layer of this here soil. There we go. And when she crawls, I can bring it down a little bit more. Can you guys see? Let's take this pot out. See what's going on here. All right. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Buy again. Honestly, you guys, I don't know. I honestly do not know what plant I would buy again. That is like a hard freaking question. There's not plants that I don't know. I'm having an I don't know moment because I honestly do not know. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this how we did the last one, you guys. We stuffed the ends with sphagnum moss so I can continue to fill up the pot. I don't know, guys. That's a hard question. I honestly do not know. Like, what plant I would not buy again. Like, that is, I honestly do not know. Like, what plant? Oh, I don't even look. At this point, I don't want to buy her. I don't want to buy another one of these to this point that I don't even know the name of it. Homonolima Selby. It's Miss Selby, you guys. A mess. Like, it's not her fault. But at this, oh, okay. So let's say this. Instead of what plant I wouldn't buy again, let's kind of change your question to what plant I wouldn't buy again to put out here. Selby, no, that thing, even in the house, well, yep, even in the house if the sunlight is coming in, that's even morning sun, afternoon sun, midnight sun, whatever, any type of light that hits it and it don't like, Miss Mama show her whole ass, y'all. I mean, we're talking, all right, guys, I'm trying to work around the lawnmower. But yeah, the Selby I would not buy, bring out here anymore, or buy her just to bring out here anymore. If anything, I would, nope. I don't know, she's more dramatic than a peace lily. You know, those peace lilies get real dramatic when they're thirsty. She's like 30 times worse. It is crazy. All right, let's get the rest of this here soil in. Oh, like that. And we're done. All right, guys, so before the lawnmower comes back around, this is her, this is she. She's in a little crawling situation, and she's gonna go down where the rest of everybody is at. And what I would do, you guys, is I don't know if I'm going to do it this video. I'm not going to do it this video because this is going to be a fairly, hopefully not too long. It's already about 30 minutes and I have to edit all this back. Anyway, this is she, this is her, this is she, her, she. Yeah, she's going to go somewhere. I have space down in front of me. Let's do this. Aha. All right, we're going to get her down until I can get to her. Okay. Alright guys, so before we get to the next question, we have the Politoflorum left and we have my massive silver splash left that we're going to deconstruct. We're going to transfer from soil to sphagnum moss, especially this here Anthurium, which is blooming again right here. Don't know if I want to keep the blooms on it or not and just let her focus on her Politoflorum thing, but I definitely want to get her out of this here, whatever this is. What I do have, I have a bucket of water down here, you guys, and I'm going to rinse these off. I was going to bring you along with me, but I don't want this like an hour long. And I will be back with the roots washed. And yeah, I know you can hear her because I can hear it. Look at that baby. She's doing so good now. Alright guys, we'll be back once I finish this and he decides that it's too hot or something. I don't know how that works. Alright guys, we made it back hours later. Alright, so I took the phylogeny soda out as well. It's her root system. Nice. And then I also took out my Politoflorum, which roots again look freaking awesome as well. They're both going into my dirty sphagnum mix. Do I have my box? Yes, and I have everything sitting on the box that I freakishly need. Okay, let's put you here. We're gonna get her in one of my taller vessels. I should have went with the smaller one, but I was looking for the smaller one, and apparently I used it. So there's that. And then I had a longer plank. I was gonna give her a longer plank, but I had one here already sort of kind of made. Except for, well, it's already made, it's already attached to the back. So we're just gonna use it and just to attach her the regular way, which is just, you know, oh, please don't fall over. I usually attach them before I add the plank to before I add the contraption together, guys. But we're gonna do it a little bit backwards today, which is okay because she's not that tall. But again, I did want it to use those nice roots, wanted to use the longer one, but we're going to go with this one until we can guarantee some good growth out of her. The root system is okay, but of course, you know, I want a better root system than what she has already. Nothing wrong with it, but the bigger the better, you know. So there are some damaged pieces here. Let's get these off as well. All right, let's get into the questions, you guys. We have a few more. Excuse me. Oh, I don't want to read this one. Knock on wood, guys. If you're a house or grow space cultivar, what plant would you grab? Now that's kind of hard to actually answer. Even though you said one plant, it'll probably be like a Dracaena, a Sansevieria Dracaena snake plant. Maybe that's too big. Maybe my Ninja Star. Is that what it's called? My Ninja Star Sansevieria? Maybe that one, or a Hoya. Maybe my Hoya australis, Lisa. Maybe that one. Let's get her down in here. And again, I'm gonna, oh, did I break something? No. I'm gonna get her farthest down as I can, which is there. Yep, perfect. It's actually perfect aside from this here leaf. Should I take the leaf off? I'm not taking the leaf off, guys. I'm not taking the leaf off. Uh-oh. But yeah, it'll probably be like a Sansevieria, or Hoya. I mean, Hoyas can grow. It'll probably be a dark Hoya, like a Pubicilla. It grows fast. But you said one plant. I was thinking, well, you know, well, time is not going to permit me to, like, take cuttings. And if I try to snatch it, then it's not going to snatch, right? So, let's go ahead and connect her with this here. Well, not, I can't put that there. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this leaf. The bigger leaf. Because if I turn it this way, then this leaf here is, you see what I'm saying? It's so off. It's ridiculous. Sheesh. If I go that way, it's wrong. If I go this way, it's even wronger. Well, maybe I can, okay, well this one looks better. Guys, what you think? And that's the front of it. It's gonna look weird like that. I'll go like that. That's still sort of weird. Alright guys, we're going to go with this here. Yeah, this is like the best. Like the best it's going to get at this point. Yeah, I can fix the leaf. I can adjust the leaf. So we're going to go with this. I'm just going to get my Velcro tape. Nothing special, you guys. Let's bring it down some more. I have it down as far as it can go. Even though I would, yeah, that other pole would have been just like an overkill. Even though, you know, I'm good at growing a philodendron. Never had a sortoroid, so we're going to see how this here pans out. I'm going to fix this so that it at least looks like that, which is fairly easy to do. What is the oldest plant in your collection? Now, the oldest plant, you guys, in my collection would probably be my Tomatophyllum. What is it called? My split leaf, my split fingers. Tomatophyllum. It used to be a philodendron, but they reclassified it to Tomatophyllum. So I just have my dirty sphagnum moss here, you guys. What I'm going to start to do is slowly, or after this here batch, or after the last batch of the other batch, I'm going to go completely soilless. I've decided to use the orchid bark mixture inside of my dirty spag. The mulch and the way I mix it lasts a lot longer. These are some bigger pieces of spag. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Let's go to the next question. Yeah, my oldest plant is the Tomatophyllum, if I'm not mistaken. Let's think about that. Give me 1 second. Oldest plant. Yeah, it'll be the Tomatophyllum, you guys. I've had that one for some years now. It technically looks like it's supposed to look. Not really, because we did have some oopsie daisies. What is oopsie daisies? There we go. Technically my fault. All my fault. There's no technical. I just stuck in the dark corner. If you've been following me, then you know what has been going on with her. But yeah, she's the oldest plant, and she's out front actually growing just perfectly fine as of now. Again, knock on wood. Usually things tend to change. But, you know, she's growing outside. I don't bring her in until like springtime. Wonderful plant. She's actually getting a lot bigger. I did say something happened. Yeah, she was in the dark, and then I took her out once it warmed up. That's all that was. Next question we have, what are my thoughts on leca? I mean, I haven't really used leca. Now, I've used, not really like lechuza pone, but I did my own pone, which you guys may have seen. Yeah, you've seen a few times. It never lasts long because my mind changes, and I always end up doing something else with them. But to be honest with you, anything that I did, like the pone in, is something loans of a line of alocasia, which is honestly what I used in the first place. With that's a nice piece of charcoal in here. It just came right back out, didn't you? Yeah, so yeah, we're just filling this up, you guys. Nothing special to her. See, this is what I don't like. You see that? Whole pocket. Luckily, there's a pokey stick. I did use this pokey stick, as I was telling you about before they started. Everybody just wanted to cut grass, you guys, at the same time. It's like, what is going on here? I don't know how much of that footage I'm going to be able to keep because of, yeah. But anywho, yeah, I ended up pokey sticking my Hoya, like I said I was going to do. Added some more soil. Added garden soil, pure garden soil, potting soil, garden soil to it. Return a lot more of that moisture at the top, so a lot of my area roots that are coming off that Hoya can go ahead and start rooting. Alright guys, so we've got moss into her. Now we're going to really quickly, if I can remember, found it. I just needed a piece of this fishing wire. This one is already gone. I did buy some more. If you follow me, then I did have some more on it, so I just didn't want to waste it. Now we're going to, I'm just tying it, you guys, to give it it looks a lot better. Alright, so we're going to take this around. Sorry if you guys cannot see what's just going on. Alright guys, so after a little altering, now I'm just tying my knots off so we can go on to the Imperium. It's supposed to be a nice little Q&A, but a lot of distractions, noises. Yeah, alright, that looks a lot better. Yeah, she looks a lot freaking better. Yeah, there we go. Variegated sortoroid. I'm just going to stick her down here. There we go. A little something. Do we have any? No, we don't. All right, so we're through with her. We're gonna get her down. We're gonna move on to the last one. Now I'm going to go and do the, what is this? My silver splash with you guys, but I might do it off camera. All right, guys. Sorry for the crazy cutoff. Now, what I'm gonna do is break this video up into 2 parts of the Q&A. Since the video is getting fairly long, I didn't want to put 2 long videos back to back together, so I'll just break it up into 2 parts. So if you don't hear or see your question being answered in the first one, I'm pretty sure it's in the second one. But that is it here, guys, for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. All things I do use here over on the channel will be down in the description box below. Go and check those out. Some of those do come with a discount code. Save your little coin and check out as well. And yeah, that is it. See you guys on the next one. Bye.